church. Few employers gave workers off for the holiday, and the jolly country celebrations of England's past were largely forgotten in the cities. But this little story helped transform Christmas from a sad religious holiday into the joyous season of faith, feasting, and goodwill it is to this very day. Dickens' Ghost Story of Christmas opens in London on a cold, snowy December 24th in the year 1843. Once upon a time, of all the good days in the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. Ebenezer Scrooge was a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, a hard-hearted miser. On this evening, the office of Scrooge and Marley was shrouded in cold, bleak, biting weather. But external heat had little influence on Scrooge. No wind that blew was bitterer than he.
Be very gentle, and nothing you dismay. Remember when our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from sin.
Merry Christmas! Humbug! Be gone, you miserable little beggars. Take your infernal Christmas carols and get away from my door.
Sorry, sir. Merry Christmas, though, sir.
And you, nephew, what right have you to be merry? You're poor enough. Merry Christmas. Bah, humbug!
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? You don't mean that, I am sure. What right have you to be dismal about Christmas? You're rich enough. Don't be cross, Uncle.
What else can I be, Fred, when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding, ha, and buried with a stake of holy through the heart. Ha! Keep Christmas in your own way, nephew, and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it, Uncle.
Well, let me leave it alone, then. Much good it may do you, much good it ever has done you.
But Christmas time is a good time, Uncle, and though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and will do me good, and I say God bless it. God bless Christmas, hurrah!
You there, Bob Cratchit. Let me hear another sound from you, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. Now return to those letters.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge. Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us for Christmas dinner tomorrow. Helen would love to meet you.
Helen. Oh, yes, your wife. Why did you get married, Fred?
Because I fell in love, Uncle.
Because you fell in love with a woman as penniless as yourself. Fred, oh, good afternoon.
But you never visited before my marriage. I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you.
Very well. Good afternoon.
Oh, I'll keep Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cratchit. See my nephew out.
This way, Mr. Fred. And a Merry Christmas to you, sir. And to you and your family, Bob. How is Mrs. Cratchit and the little Cratchits, especially the youngest, the lame boy? Tim, sir, Tiny Tim, he's getting better. Thank you for asking. Happy Christmas to you, sir. To see you, Mr.
Good day, sir. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley, my partner, has been dead these 7 years. In fact, he died 7 years ago this very night. I am Ebenezer Scrooge.
At this festive season, Mr. Scrooge, we seek charity for the poor and the destitute.
You see, many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comfort, sir.
Are there no prisons?
There's plenty of prisons.
And the union workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are. I wish I could say they were not.
The treadmill and the poor law are in full vigor then?
Yes, both are very busy, sir.
Oh, I was afraid that something had stopped them in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear it.
Well, they scarcely furnish Christian cheer, Mr. Scrooge. A few of us wish to buy the poor some meat and drink in means of warmth. We do so now because it is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. So, what shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
Ah, you wish to be anonymous then, sir?
I wish to be left alone. I don't make merry myself at Christmas, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the prisons and workhouses. They cost enough. Let those who are badly off go there.
Oh, but many can't go there.
Yes, many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they better do it and decrease the surplus population.
I see. So, the firm of Scrooge and Marley declines...
It's enough for a man to understand his own business and not interfere with other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good evening, then.
Very well. You've made your views quite clear, sir. Good evening to you, sir.
Mr. Scrooge, it's 7 o'clock, sir, and it is Christmas Eve.
So, I suppose you'll want all day tomorrow, eh, Mr. Cratchit?
If quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient and it's not fair. You don't think me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work?
'Tis but once a year, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pockets every 25th of December. But I suppose you must have the whole day. Be here all the earlier the next morning, Mr. Cratchit.
I will, sir. Thank you, and, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, indeed. Bah!
Scrooge took his melancholy dinner in his usual melancholy tavern and walked home through the bitter fog and rolling cold. He silently passed the urchins crowded round the fires in the street, trying to keep warm. The icy Scrooge trudged along through the dark streets, but just as he reached the door of his dismal house, he thought he heard something calling.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge.
It was the voice of his long-dead partner, Jacob Marley, whose ghostly face appeared on the door knocker. Scrooge hurried inside, closed the door, and locked himself in. Well, he double-locked himself in. He checked the sitting room, the bedroom, the lumber room, and they were all as they should be. Nobody was under the table, nobody under the sofa, nobody under the bed, and no one was in the closet. Secured against surprise, Scrooge put on his dressing gown and nightcap and sat down before the fire to take his gruel, when suddenly...
Oh, what is it? This house must be ringing. What's in the world? Nonsense! Humbug! It's all humbug! I had... Wait, what's that? Someone's in the cellar, but the doors are locked. Double locked. Something is coming. Up the stairs. Closer. It's outside my door. It's humbug! I won't believe it! It's
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Ah! How now? What have you done with me? Who are you?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me, Scrooge. Why do you doubt your senses?
But the sort of the stomach makes them cheats. You're not a ghost, you're just a bit of madman. Not a mustard, a fragment of an underdone potato. Oh, there's more gravy than a grave about you. Whatever you are. Humbug, I tell you, Must! I believe you, I must. Oh, dreadful apparition, why do you trouble me? Why Why do spirits walk the earth? Why come to me?